Welcome, welcome, welcome to the We Win podcast, powered by Accelerate Her Africa in partnership with the Human Pattern Institute. I'm your host, Lolita Ejiofor, and I can't say what a pleasure it is to have you here with us today. Today's guest is a proof that science and purpose are not mutually exclusive. In fact, in her hands, they are inseparable. Meet Rainara Almeida, biotech researcher, entrepreneur, and the founder and leader of Synvitta Diagnostics Incorporated, a biotechnology company dedicated to developing next-generation biomarkers for earlier and more accurate disease detection. So in simple terms, she is building tools that could catch illness before it catches you. Rainara is currently pursuing her MBA at Hult International Business School. Yes, our very own Hult family, where she is sharpening the business edge of an already razor-sharp scientific mind, because she understands something that not enough scientists do, that a brilliant discovery sitting in a laboratory helps no one. It has to be built, funded, scaled, and delivered. Driven by curiosity, resilience, and purpose, Rainara believes that innovation thrives where science meets empathy, and she is living proof of exactly that. So, for every woman who has ever been told her ideas are too big or too bold, this conversation is for you, so let's do this. Hello, Rainara. I'm so glad you could join us today. How are you doing?
I'm great. I am really very happy to be here with you today. Thank you so much.
Oh, so glad to hear that. Okay, so Rainara, before you became a founder, you were deep in the academic trenches in Brazil, funded by FAPESP. You were studying complex things like the morphological analysis of gliosarcoma treatments. Take us to the specific day or project where something shifted for you. Was there a moment you looked at your research and realized, if I leave this in the university, it will just be a published paper. But if I build a company, it could actually save lives. What did the realization feel like?
Yeah, so I remember exactly this moment. I had great academic opportunities in front of me. So when I started research and develop with FAPESP since my first week of class during the college. So I stayed 4 years with this project. And when I finished my school and I was ready to define my next step, I had great academic opportunities. But every time that I was thinking about my 5-year plans, because I love to do that, I was like, okay, I will do a master degree, a PhD. I will publish a lot of papers, but I feel that is missing something. I want more. How can I really see my research achieve people's life? How can this be a product? How can this really not just be a paper? And when I started to think about all these scenarios, I decided to give one step behind, and I got the opportunity to be an intern in the industry. Okay. And when I started that, really, I thought that was the best decision. And I was close to really put my research in the future, of course, in the market.
That makes so much sense. But, for some of our listeners, morphological analysis of gliosarcoma treatments may not make much sense. So could you break that down?
Yeah, so I was really very excited. I was working test new medicines. New photosensitizer was the name for brain cancer. That is gliosarcoma. It's the most aggressive brain cancer. So we are testing new treatments. And we need to really check if this new medicine that was a photosensitizer will change the normal cells, not just the cancer cells. So we are doing all the morphological analysis. This means like we're checking all the structure, the organelles, everything where this new treatment was affecting, to really have sure that was saved for the future for people's life.
Oh, awesome. So I can imagine with the work you do, things are always changing as you discover more things. So your research has to keep up with the changes that you're finding to perhaps provide better treatments?
Everything changed a lot, to be honest with you. I spent 4 years testing work with cancer, brain cancers, cancer cells, more in the therapeutic part. And after this, I shift everything and went to diagnostic parts. So I needed to learn everything again since the basic. And now I'm learning everything again.
Wow.
So all the steps of my life was a new research. What is great, because this make me feel more complete. Now I really understand why I need to pass for all these types of research, because now I can put everything together in my company.
Wow.
So was really grateful all the research that I did.
That is so brilliant what you're doing. All right. So once you made a decision to step into that arena, you had to face a harsh reality. Many brilliant cures die in the lab simply because scientists don't know how to build a business model around them. You are currently pursuing an MBA at Hult to bridge that exact gap. How difficult was it for you to step away from the microscope and force yourself to learn the language of money so you could fund the language of science?
So it was a real challenge because I always felt completely at home inside the lab. So lab was my home, my space, my comfort zone. So I was like happy. And but at the same time, I saw that I need a little more. I need a different side that was the business one, to really have the opportunity and the knowledge to put all these products in the market to achieve people's life and really see this being a product or a kit or a new therapeutic path. Like I need more. And when I combine both, like my mind changed. So the business make me feel best science, and at the same time, the science make me feel a better business. So one complete each other. What was great, and this gave meaning to everything that I was doing. But it was really, until now, it's really very challenging. So I had a lot of challenge, not just because business is 100% new. I didn't know nothing about business before I started MBA. Plus, that was my second language. So it was my first time in a school in the United States. Was everything in English. So I need to learn 2 times.
Oh, wow. That is so commendable. First of all, you decided to step out of your comfort zone, move away from what you're very familiar with, to go into business, to learn a new language, and then do an MBA program at the same time. There's just so much going on there that you took on, and it's really very inspiring. So what was it like?
At the beginning, I was desperate. So in my first day of class, everyone started to speak and present, and everyone was from, the most part of the group is from the business side. And like everyone talking a perfect English. And I was like, oh my God, what I'm doing here. So I had like a lot of these moments at the beginning. But at the same time, I fight with myself and with my mind. And now instead of thinking my English is not good, you can see like until today, I have a lot of some words that I forget, like I don't use the grammars like why. And instead of use this to stop me and make me give up of the MBA, I start to change my mind and I think differently. I start to thinking I have a lot of courage because like I'm doing 2 new things at the same time, business and English, and so I'm very strong. Instead of focusing the problem, I was focused in myself. Like I'm strong, I can do this. I'm strong, I can do this. So every day before the class, I was talking this with my mind. So I always before a presentation, I was, okay, I'm strong, I can do this.
Oh, wow. I'm sure that affirmation paid off. So when a highly specialized technical person, say an engineer, a doctor, or a scientist, steps into the business world, they often battle severe imposter syndrome because they are suddenly beginners again. How did you navigate the ego hit of going from being the smartest person in the lab to being a student in the boardroom?
Yeah, so was definitely humbling. So I take years to be confident in the lab. So in my mind, I had some moments where I think now that I'm so confident in the lab, in my research, I started again in the business part. Like had a lot of moments that I think by myself, what I'm doing this, like I'm a science person, I don't need this, I can focus my career and stay in the lab. Like it's better do a PhD instead of do an MBA. My mind create a lot of what if I start the PhD? And what if I start the MBA and like I start to hate it and I need to give up? Or what is the scientific people think that I'm not good enough as a scientist because instead of pursue a PhD, I started to do MBA. Like I started to really think a lot of things. So I started to do meditation, to be honest. So I started to do meditation to really understand myself, and it was the moment where everything changed, and like I started to really breathe and say, okay, Rainara, I talk with myself. This is what you need. This is what you are looking for. You always want to put your products in the market and be more than just a paper. Now you have the opportunity, especially in United States. That was a great opportunity for me. So don't give up. So every day in the morning, I do meditation until now, to be honest with you, to really don't let the imposter syndrome attack me.
So I love what you just said, because you have found a way to center yourself, to really have a deep conversation with Rainara, to affirm why she's doing this. And that kept you going. It keeps you going till today. So I think a lot of people listening would relate to what you're doing to ensure you are not held back by imposter syndrome, but moving forward regardless of the fear.
And I have one more trick, actually. So every time that I not believe in myself and I have questions and doubts, I listen to music. And I use this until today. So before the podcast today, before important meetings, or in these moments that I not believe in myself, I always listen to music like unstoppable. And I stay like, I'm like with this music in my mind. So every time, and after I breathe and I say, okay, I can do it.
I love that music. Of course. All right. You highlight resilience as one of your driving forces. In science, failure is the default state. You spend months perfecting an immunoassay and the results just don't validate. Could you share a story of a devastating scientific failure you experienced early in your career and how the mental discipline of dealing with that prepared you for the inevitable rejections of being a startup founder?
Yeah, so I faced this like in the very, very beginning of my career. So I was learning yet how to be a science, and at the same time, I needed to face like months of failure. So we had like with my FAPESP, I worked for the first time with brain cancers, the cells, the glioblastoma cells. And I was months doing assays, doing tests, and I never had the result expected. I started to think that I was the problem. So I started to change everything and nothing to have results. And I had just 1 year to deliver the report from my scholarship. And I started to be desperate because I was not having the result. So I lost 8 months and I had just 1 year to finish my research and develop about this project. So during 8 months, I need like really study hard, like and thinking all the possibilities, why this was happen. And this make me feel strong and really understand research. And I need to change all my project. But it was great at the end because I learned much more. And actually this failure was a big moment to really understand that these bad results actually was amazing results, was the necessary results that we need to keep the research.
Right.
But was at the beginning. At the beginning, I already have just bad results, so I training a lot myself. And after that, every day I'm very grateful for my results, no matter if it's good or bad, because the bad result is a good result too.
Right. Makes sense. I never saw it that way. But in essence, what you're saying is even though you get the bad results or the undesired results. It's the results, right? So it means that this has been tested and this is a result. And that could be something that forms a sort of legacy in other tests that are being carried out. So,
no matter if it's bad or good. And mistakes are very important too. So just to have an idea, I was doing a test, like I think 3 years ago, for a new diagnostic kit, and I did a mistake. Like I totally forget to add the reagents that should be together. And now at the same time that I added, I say, oh my God, I will lost like my whole day. But I think like, actually I will keep doing. I will change, I will add separate, and let's see how will be the results. And it was great. Like was the like the problem that we are had with hyperblank solve everything, because there is the buffers just need to be separate. So one mistake actually give me the solution that was necessary for our research. So I always put this for my team here too. So no matter if I did a mistake or not, just be honest, because most of the time your mistakes is something very important for the research too.
I've never seen so much optimism for mistakes. Okay, your company, Synvitta Diagnostics, focuses on next generation biomarkers for earlier and more accurate disease detection. Previously, you also developed diagnostic kits for newborn screening. If we strip away the biochemistry, early detection is essentially about buying people time. You stated that innovation thrives where science meets empathy. When you are staring at cold data in a lab, how do you keep the human face of that newborn or that patient in your mind to maintain your sense of urgency?
So I always think like every time that what we are doing is bigger than everything. So I really thinking a lot about purpose and people. So I'm not just at the lab, like I am at the lab trying my best to really help people and save people's life. I always spoke with everyone, to be honest with you, that I want to be like a Brazilian woman to receive the Nobel. So I always have like this sense of purpose. So behind every sample, for me, and like here in the lab, there is a person. So a newborn, a patient, a family. And early detection is not just about diagnostic, as you spoke. It's really about giving people time. So time to treat, time to fight, time to live. So, and this keeps us very strong and resilient and focus that we are doing something that is bigger than us. So I always try to see the final results during the research and development. So because of that, I am a very accelerated person too, but I always try to control myself. Like I need to have sure about everything, because we are really talking about people's life. So we just move forward for the next step when we have sure about it. The previous step, we test all the possibilities before move forward. I like to have a very strong collaboration team. So to have different opinions. So to really have sure that we are giving the best for the final person that will receive this.
Oh my goodness, you've really touched a nerve there in me, because what you're doing is purposeful work. You are looking at your results in the lab and you're trying to support people's journeys, and whether it's health or whether it's diagnostics, you are trying to give them information that would help them either buy time or be resilient or fully understand what they're going through. And I recall you were talking about early detection of disease in unborn babies in class. And I wanted to know, how's that going? Where are you at the moment?
Yeah, so I had great opportunities in my previous job. So with this former company that I worked at, and all the research I was doing great. I leave the company now, but I know they are very strong and it's a very strong company. All the diagnostic kits is really focusing early detection for babies. And in my previous job or now, I always try to really improve the diagnostic. We are in the new era now for research and develop for diagnostics. So especially because we have now genomic, genetic, like during 20 years we study all the theory of genetic and genomics, and now it's time to apply this. We have better knowledge, better tools. So all the companies and the researchers, I try to improve ourselves and the kids and the diagnostic every day. And this is the most important. And we are gaining time, what is great in research and develop too. So before we need like 1 year of trial and error, and now we can do in 4 months, 6 months. So we are in a totally different moment of research and development, and it's great to be part of this. So
Awesome. Thank you. Okay, so in the tech startup world, the famous motto is move fast and break things. But you are innovating in biotechnology, where you deal with the strict regulatory agencies like Anvisa in Brazil and CLIA in the US. In your world, if you break things, people get hurt. How do you maintain the aggressive speed of a startup founder while dealing with the intense bureaucracy and the red tapes required to keep patients safe?
So I naturally like to move fast. So to be honest with you, I like to have all the data and to have time to thinking and understand. But I know that I need to measure this. So we can never compromise safety. So we have something that I always keep in mind, that we move fast in innovation, but we just move forward when we have sure. So we can run a lot of tests at the same time, talking, all the team working together. So we move fast, but we not move forward until we have sure about our data. And I always believe in collaboration. So when you work together with people, we can achieve both the timeline that is necessary in biotech and all the quality and the safety that you need in research. So I really believe that work together with great people, great research is the best scenario to achieve both the timeline, the fast, and the quality.
Such a great way to balance everything. So with the speed of technology, but also with the thoroughness, which requires you to be slower, but moving forward all the same. All right. Your journey isn't just a leap from science to business. It's a massive geographic leap. You moved from San Jose dos Campos to Florida to build your career and your company. For the immigrant listening who feels like they have to work twice as hard just to understand the cultural rules of the room, can you share a story of a time you had to aggressively advocate for yourself to be taken seriously in this new foreign startup ecosystem?
Yes. So to be honest, the most difficult part for me was advocate for myself. So because I was the biggest problem. So I was doubt of me all the time. Especially because of the language, because I was a woman, I was new. How can I have how I am here in a different country building a lot of things, when you doubt of yourself all the time, especially to be an immigrant. So I always put me down, I don't deserve to be here. I am less than everyone. I need to improve my English. How can I be big in this country if I cannot communicate perfectly? So it was a lot of moments where I need to really advocate for myself and say, Rainara, you can do this. You are strong. No matter if you're a woman, if you're new, if your English is your second language, you deserve to be here. It's a great opportunity. So I studied very hard to be here. I came from I always had scholarship in Brazil. I came from a simple family, and look where I am now. So I always try to advocate for myself. Look where I am. I am the first person of my family to live outside the country. I have opportunity to support my parents. I have opportunity to study in the best school, to be in a country with a lot of opportunities to me to grow. So I always try to talk with myself. I deserve to be here, and this is the best opportunity of my life, and I will make every day count.
Okay. So let me even amplify that voice you already have within you. You deserve to be where you are. You have worked so hard. Your purpose for supporting people is so profound, and your impact has to be felt, and you need all the support you can get. I'm sure your family will be so proud of you. So yes, you are enough, Rainara.
Yes, and I'm very lucky too. I have a lot of people that support me. So my husband always believed in me more than myself. So he was like, let's try. No matter. If something happened, we're back. We give one step behind. The important is try. Because the worst part of life is the what if. And thinking after 5 years, if like I moved it 5 years ago, how would be my life? So this was something that my husband always supported me to not have this thinking. So if you want to do, go. If something happened, you learn it, and we're back one step behind and try again. And so I have a lot of support from my husband, from my parents, and my former boss. And now, where I am now at the US, like I'm so grateful from these American people that support me a lot. So I'm very grateful. The university. So when I stopped to be afraid, I opened my eyes for all these opportunities that I'm having. And I started to see that actually was great. Everyone talked with me. Like I feel that I am in my environment now. And I don't know how to explain. I am really very happy every day. And but of course, there's a lot of moments where we go to the restroom and cry a little to put out all depression, but after like you clean your face and go again.
Yep.
Yes.
Yep. I can hear so much joy in your voice. It's so obvious that you're very happy. But, you know, the world should be thankful to your husband for encouraging you to keep going. So thank you, husband.
He's amazing. He always spoke with me like, if something happened, we're back to Brazil. Like we do whatever is necessary. We grow again. Like, let's just go.
Oh, that's so lovely. All right. So I'm looking at your timeline and the speed of your ascent is breathtaking. Just a few years ago, you were a research assistant in Sao Paulo. Today, you are the co-founder and chief science officer of a biotech company in the US. The academic science world expects you to wait in line for decades to be the boss. How did you find the audacity to bypass the traditional hierarchy and declare yourself as a founder and CSO in your 20s?
Yeah, it was like, I think it was a mix of reflection and courage. So I always say that I give the salt of fate.
Yeah.
So I was like, I don't want to waiting. So like the society say that I was ready. I just have courage to really believe that I was ready. And if not, I will learn with this. So to be honest with you, I always had this dream to do more, to really have knowledge in research and develop, to be strong in this area, to have name in this area, to have the possibility to do partnerships and collaboration, because I really believe collaboration can make us develop something huge for the world. The things that is necessary, I think, is we just need to work together to do this. So I had a personal moment in my life that changed everything. So I had a health issue, and I was thinking, after I passed for this situation, I was thinking like, now is the moment. So I cannot like stay in the hospital and thinking like, is this, I finish here? No, I want to do more. So after this moment in the hospital, I really think like, this is the time. Now is the time. I will have courage. I know that I'm capable, and I will learn something if something bad happened, for sure. And I stopped to be afraid and just have courage. To be honest, I don't think a lot too. I just go.
Yeah. Oh.
And it was the best decision of my life, for sure.
Beautiful. You said the word courage so many times, and I can see it in every aspect of your journey, even going through an illness, which then pushed you to say, this is not what I want to do. I'm not going to stay in hospital. I'm actually going to do something. And courage must have driven your capability, which is now what we're all enjoying today. So good on you. Rainara, there is a woman listening right now who is incredibly brilliant at her specific technical job. Maybe she's a coder, a researcher, or a clinician, but she is terrified to step out of her speciality and learn the business side to scale her impact. What is the one truth she needs to hear today?
Yes, so if you are highly technical, you already have something very powerful. So yeah, like we don't need to stop to be who we are to learn business. We just need to expand. So when we combine the technical expertise with the business side, we really can bring the words, research and things and products to impact people's life.
Yeah.
So we deserve this space. We don't need to be afraid. And like the best version of ourselves don't have afraid to grow. And if you have, it's okay, it's normal. We just need to try, because it's much better try and learn with something than stay thinking about all the possibilities that we lost.
That's such a great message. It reminds people that if they are technical, they are already powerful, but they need to convert that into impact. Rainara, you have been such a breath of fresh air. I've thoroughly enjoyed our session. I hope that you did too. Thank you so much.
I want to say thank you so much for the opportunity. I don't have words to express how happy I am to be here today. This is my first podcast and I hope have a lot. Thank you for this space, for this opportunity. And I was a little anxious, but you make me feel so confident and so happy to speak. Then now I don't want to stop anymore.
Oh, wow. Guys, I just have this really warm, fuzzy feeling inside. Rainara spoke so beautifully about her journey, and it's so encouraging how a lady who is just really comfortable in the lab decides to step into the business world, and not only that, form collaborations and partnerships and learn a new language and go and do an MBA. This lady showed that it's courage that grows you, and it makes you champion what you are trying to deliver to the world. And for her, impact is her main driving force. So guys, if you have a technical skill, that is enough. It's just for you now to step out and say, this is what I want to do with this knowledge I have. I hope you all enjoy this episode, and I look forward to the next episode with you. So thank you and enjoy the rest of your day. Goodbye.